All right, so we've got our core rules. Now we need a problem to solve. How about that thing that happened in 2020? It started with this.
He was my mentor, so I'm going to have to let him speak.
And then we got
In
this.
states with evidence of community transmission, bars, restaurants, food courts, gyms, and other indoor and outdoor venues where groups of people congregate should be closed.
Plus nonstop arguments over government measures with both sides bringing out facts and studies and statistics to support their beliefs. But you can find a study or a stat to back up just about anything you want. This is why when it comes to government action, we must be guided by our fundamental rules and principles. The core four rules of America resolves the entire 2020 crisis in a few minutes. Let me show you. Take our first rule, the liberty rule. You're free to do as you wish as long as you don't harm anyone. Well, during the COVID crisis, the government told us that you, in fact, are not free to do whatever you want, even if you didn't harm anyone else. Strike number one. Responsibility rule. Adults are responsible for their lives and the consequences of their actions. That includes health care for themselves and their family. A viral sickness is a health care matter. During the crisis, the government assumed responsibility for people's health care decisions and applied a top-down, one-size-fits-all solution. Strike number two. Justice rule. Government's only legitimate function is to punish persons who have harmed others. The alleged harm was from a virus, not a person. Remember, the basis for the existence of government is to resolve conflicts between individuals acting in society, not to take care of us when we're sick. We don't need force for that. Did the government have a legitimate role during the crisis? Yes. Three that I can think of. One, punish those who created the virus, if it was created by someone. Two, punish those who released the virus, if it was released by someone. Or three, punish those who, infected with the virus, knowingly exposed others to it, thus assaulting them, assault being the threat of physical harm. And that's it. But instead, we had this.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This continues to be a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death.
Career politicians and unelected bureaucrats giving us medical advice, demanding that the same treatment be applied to all individuals regardless of whether they were sick or not, regardless of pre-existing conditions. Government is created to secure our individual rights, not to violate them. Strike number three. Now, the checks and balances rule. Anyone or thing with government power must be checked by at least two independent entities. Did the government show that their proposed actions were checked by independent entities? No. With few exceptions, the federal and state agencies and institutions acted in unison. And any pushback to the establishment narrative or alternative medical opinions were immediately squelched and knocked down as quickly as possible.
Little known federal law. You cannot give an emergency use authorization to a vaccine if there is any medication approved for any purpose that is shown effective. So if Tony Fauci or anybody had admitted that hydroxychloroquine or ivermectin are effective against COVID, it would have been illegal for them to give the emergency use authorizations to the vaccines, and they could never have gotten them approved. And it would have been, a 200 billion enterprise that would have collapsed.
Strike number four. So government actions related to the 2020 crisis violated every core four rule. If we'd been following the rules, none of the agony and disruption would have happened. We would have been saying, hold on, why is government doing this? Why is government involved in healthcare in the first place? It's a matter between me and my doctor. That's why we needed the core four rules in 2020, and that's why we need them now to prevent the next manufactured crisis.